Arkansas has one of the highest per capita veteran populations with an estimated 2,500 Arkansans in need of service dogs. Tonight, in a story you'll see only on KNWA News at 10, Erica Hall investigates how many inadequately trained dogs still carry the honored title.
There's no regulation when it comes to trainers and no regulated certification for service dog teams. Here in Fayetteville, Soldier on Service Dogs was recently accused of mistreatment and selling donated dogs.
I mean, I donated these dogs for free, and I know that they took a donation or they sold the pups.
Sometimes the best intentions can become the biggest controversies. Ricky Dodson is a dog breeder out of Tennessee. He says he donated 5 full-blooded German Shepherd pups valued at $1,500 apiece to Fayetteville's Soldier on Service Dogs nonprofit ran by Angie Pratt. Dodson says after 10 months of canine training with volunteer puppy handlers and trainers, the nonprofit washed out all 5 dogs, meaning they were unfit to serve a veteran.
And I even contacted Angie, wanting my dogs. I thought, hey, if they're going to wash out, I want my dogs back.
It isn't just Dodson who couldn't get the dogs back. The puppy raisers were told they couldn't take the dogs back as well due to contractual obligation. So we went looking for answers at the nonprofit.
I'm Angie Pratt.
Hello, Angie. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. I'm so glad y'all came by.
Well, I just had a couple quick questions for you. So we had heard recently from a couple people that you guys are actually selling donated animals for $250, and they're calling it an adoption fee. I just wanted to see what your response was to that.
Well, that would be, let's see, I don't know how to phrase it nicely, politely. That's incorrect. How about that? We don't sell dogs here. We bring dogs in, and we do, in fact, have them release them when they don't fit our needs. And yes, we do ask for a donation, but we don't make that a prerequisite. We waive that fee regularly.
Pratt says they did not return the animals to the breeder because Dodson had already taken a tax deduction for the dogs. Kelsey Smith was a puppy raiser and says after a long process, she was able to pay an adoption fee of $250 to get her dog Annie back, thanks in large part to social media.
Kelsey has an axe to grind, and I'm actually thrilled that y'all are here because this is giving us an opportunity to actually say, no, this is not the truth.
Soldier on Service Dogs says they did not want to release the dog back to Smith's care because she wanted to send the animal to a veteran in Rhode Island. But when Smith was finally reunited with Annie 3 months later, she was shocked.
When I went to pick her up, though, the condition that she was in was terrible. She lost 10% of her body weight. I did take her to the veterinarian. After I got her, the first thing I knew I needed to get her checked up because she was not in a condition, not in the condition that I gave her back. She was healthy and brilliant. And when I called her name for her to come and greet me, she didn't even know her name. She couldn't even sit or lay down because it was like she was completely unresponsive.
Soldier on Service Dogs says the reason Annie was underweight was because she was not properly kennel trained, which caused excessive stress and weight loss.
The idea that we would put a dog into a situation that may be harmful to the dog, well, it isn't going to happen. And if I may, the other aspect of this is we washed the dog out because it was fearful and anxious. You can't give a fearful and anxious dog to a veteran who suffers from PTSD, who's as part of his symptoms has fear and anxiety.
We obtained the conditions check from Fayetteville Animal Services. The organization found no signs of mistreatment, but determined Annie needed to be fed 1 more cup per day. In studio, Erica Hall, KNWA, Northwest Arkansas News.